Hello my friends, Jeff, Tax Rescue CPA. Starting a business is an exciting time, and I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're ready to dive right in and set up your LLC. And the LLC can be a great choice because of the liability protection, tax flexibility, and operational simplicity that it offers. Now, I've got some other videos out there that talk more in detail about the tax side of it and why you should form an LLC. But at this point, let's assume you're ready to get started and dive right in. I'm gonna walk you through 8 steps to set up your LLC. Number 1, choose a name. You have to name your new entity. Now, as long as you choose a unique name and you use the letters LLC somewhere in the name, you should be in good shape. You want to check with your state website and put the names in that you're thinking of using and see if there is availability, essentially, if anybody else has already chosen those names. And some words like bank or insurance are going to cause some issues, so try to stay away from those. That's the first step, though, is to choose a name for your LLC, or essentially your business. Okay, number 2 is to designate a registered agent. Now, to start off with, this can be you, but your LLC needs to list somebody who is like the go-between legal activity and your business. So this would be, it's got to be somebody who's over 18. They need to have a physical address in the state where you're registering the LLC. You can't use a PO box. And this name is going to be public information. So if you don't want your name associated or findable with this LLC, you're going to want to choose a registered agent to put on the paperwork when you set up the LLC. Number 3 is you're going to file articles of organization. These are filed at the state level, usually with the Secretary of State. And you can do this online. Usually, most states you can do this online. And what you're going to do is you're going to provide basic business information, the name, the address, the registered agent we talked about, and its members. And there's usually a fee involved in this, anywhere from $50 on up, depending on your state. Again, this is a state-by-state issue. Number 4, step 4, is to create an operating agreement. It's optional, but maybe you need to do it. And this is mainly for multiple member LLCs, because this operating agreement is going to outline things like ownership and management structure of your LLC. And it's going to have, you can also put in issues or elements of this about the income, the percentage of income. Like if you split this out, if it's not 50-50 or, split evenly, you can designate this in the operating agreement. Also, whether it's member managed or manager managed, it's a mixed mash of words, isn't it? And then voting rights, decision-making progress. This is a lot of legal stuff. And again, if you're a single member LLC, this is not going to be all that helpful because you're going to be making an agreement with yourself. But again, if you have issues and concerns at this point, this would be a good time to get some legal counsel, be the advice at least. All right, so number 5 is you obtain an EIN. An EIN is an employer identification number. And it's kind of like a social security number for your business. This is the number that identifies your business uniquely with the IRS. And guess who gives these numbers? The IRS. There's a simple web interface to obtain this EIN, and it's free. Bonus. Number 6, depending on the state, you need to register for any taxes and state taxes and business licenses that are required for your business. So these would be things like state and local business licenses, sales tax permit, if you're going to be using, reselling, you need a sales tax, and then also employer payroll tax registrations for any accounts that are required in your state or the state you're going to be employing employees. Okay, number 7, don't skip this one. Open a bank account. Get a business bank account. Take your EIN, take your articles of organization from the state, go to your bank and get a bank account that's separate from your personal. You want to keep your business accounting and your personal finances separate. Trust me on this. I deal with this all the time, and you need to keep these separate. You will thank me later. Yeah, you can thank me now in the comments if you want, for all I care. All right, okay. And number 8 is maintain compliance. Once you've set up your LLC at the state level, mainly at the state level, you need to maintain that LLC by either filing annual reports or statements of information and paying any fees that are required by the state each year. You also need to file some sort of tax information with the IRS, depending how you are taxed. And again, I got a different video for that, huh? Check that out. Basically, just keep good big business records at this point to stay in compliance with your operating agreement if you have one. So in conclusion, setting up an LLC is a fairly straightforward process. You got those 8 steps I just laid out, but it's important that you cross all the T's and dot all the I's at this point to keep from having problems down the road or to minimize any problems. By doing these steps in entirety and correctly, you'll have the proper structure and foundation so your business can grow and be successful. If you need more guidance, seek out either a business attorney or an accountant for help on this. This you don't want to mess up at the beginning. Get off to a good start. Thanks for watching. Who's saving you taxes?